we're going to talk about seeds. The karmic seeds that are stored in our alaya consciousness. We want to transform our lives. We need to change our thoughts and change our seeds. In the Yogacara school of Buddhism, it says there are two kinds of seeds in general. One are those that are inherently existent. Two are those seeds that are newly arisen. The inherently existent seeds are usually the seeds without outflow. The newly arisen seeds are usually seeds with outflow. What do we mean by outflow? It's like a cup that have leakage. Good deeds and bad deeds, they can all be deeds with outflow, which means they're full of the ego. These deeds are contaminated by our afflictions. But we do have inherently seeds that are without outflow. These are seeds of enlightenment that's inherently in our pure consciousness. And what are these seeds without outflow? There are actually three kinds. One is the seeds of emptiness of the self, and seeds of emptiness of all dharma. Lastly is the seeds of emptiness of emptiness. We are attached to the self. That is affliction. We want to get rid of our attachment to the self. Therefore, we need to have wisdom of emptiness of the self. We have this kind of seeds of enlightenment that's inherent in our consciousness. We want to let go of our attachment, thinking that everything in the world is real. So we have the seeds of emptiness of the Dharma. Lastly, we need to let go of our attachment to emptiness at the end to reach Buddhahood. So we actually have these three types of seeds without outflow that's inherently existent in our alaya consciousness. If we don't study the Dharma, it's unlikely these seeds will sprout into fruition. Now let's look at the seeds with outflow. One is our karmic seeds. These are basically our wholesome deeds, unwholesome deeds, or neutral deeds from our body, our speech, and mind. So all the actions we take from our thoughts, from our speech and mind, they are stored as karmic seeds. The seeds are called impressions or habit energies that stores wholesome deeds and unwholesome deeds. So wholesome deeds will give you good karma, unwholesome deeds will bring you bad karma. Believe in karma, which means believing in cause and effect. When Buddha was alive, there was a king, Pasanada. He had a beautiful daughter named Princess Vajara. She is beautiful, intelligent, and her body had a special glow and radiance. Everybody in the palace loved and respect her. After she grew up, one day the king said to the daughter, "You are well loved by everybody because you are my daughter. It's because of me that you have this kind of treatment." But the daughter said, "No, my father, you are mistaken. It's not because of you. This is the karma I brought from my past lifetime." The father was very upset. He said, "No, people treat you well. It's only because of my power and my fortune. That's why you have such a good life." The daughter said, "No, my father, it's not because of you. It's the karma I brought by myself." The king said it a third time. "No, you have to realize it's all because of me, or you would be nothing." The daughter stubbornly said, "No, I know this is from my own karma." The king was furious, so he ordered the princess, "Now you have to marry the poorest beggar of the country. Let me see how much good karma you have now." So she left with the beggar. She asked him, "Where are you from? Where is your family?" He says, "Oh, my family was the richest family in town, but after my parents passed away, there's no more money and there's nothing back where the old house was." The princess said, "Why don't you take me to your old home?" So they went back to the place. There was really nothing, but the princess said, dig and see what's under the ground." Miraculously, they found abundance of treasure and gold. They took the money and the treasure and built a beautiful place for themselves, and they hired a lot of maids and held wonderful parties. Everybody loved and respected them. The king missed his daughter and asked people, how is my daughter doing now? Much to his surprise, people start telling him, oh my king, your daughter is now living a better life than when she was in the castle. Now the king realized it is really her own karma that is bringing her so much fortune. The king is a disciple of Buddha, asked, Buddha, what did my daughter do in her past lifetime to deserve such wonderful fortune? Buddha said, many kalpas ago, there was a king who made a beautiful shrine to put Buddha's relics in. The queen, in honor of Buddha, used all her precious jewels to decorate this place. And because of that, now she is your daughter. Her body is full of radiance for that kind of sincere offering. And another lifetime, there was a very rich lady. She wanted to make the finest food offering to Buddha and his disciples. Her husband tried to dissuade her. Don't waste our money on those monks. We should enjoy our fortune ourselves. But she said, please let me make the merits. I just want to make offering to Buddha. Finally, she persuaded her husband and they made food offerings to the Buddha and the disciple. Because of this lady's karma, now she is your daughter, and the husband tried to stop her from making offering. That's why he has been beggars for many lifetimes. As you can see, karma is definite, and the princess was confident about her own karma. That's why we should really do all that is good and really have confidence in our karmic seeds. The second kind of seeds are the name seeds. These are the seeds of our words. The narrative of our mind are also seeds. So we bring these habitual energies from our past lifetime into this lifetime. That's why the narrative in everybody's mind is different. Some people are very positive. They always say, oh, I'm very healthy, I'm strong, and I live a great, beautiful life. Those people, they bring positivity into their lives. And some people, they are naturally very negative, so the narrative in their mind is always, oh, everything's going wrong, I'm not doing well, I'm always sick. If they have that kind of name, seeds in them, then they will bring a life that is less fortunate. Both of our karmic seeds, of our good deeds and bad deeds, and our name seeds, they make up our fortune. That's what is called our destiny. Our destiny is not formed by other people. It's only formed by the karmic seeds and the name seeds stored in our Laya consciousness. That's what we call karma. Let's delve deeper into these seeds. There are actually 6 general characteristics of these karmic seeds. Number 1, these seeds have the nature of momentariness. They're changing moment by moment. We have so many thoughts. Every thought perfumed into seeds. That's why your Laya consciousness is never the same from moment to moment. Every moment you have different thoughts, then you create different seeds. Then your karma is different. There's externalists. They're not Buddhists. They believe in karma as well, but they believe in fixed karma. It's the way it is. It cannot be changed. But Buddhists, we do not believe in that. We know that karmic seeds, they change from moment to moment. Therefore, our destiny, our life can be changed at a single moment. We change our mind to be wholesome, to have Bodhi mind, to have Bodhi resolve. Then our karma is completely changed for the better. So we believe seeds can be changed every moment with our thoughts. Number 2, these seeds have concomitance with fruition, which means that the seeds itself and the fruition coexist at the same time. For example, the seeds of my eye organ is looking at a visible form. At that same time, it brings out my eye consciousness. So the seeds and the volitional activity of my eye consciousness happen at the same time. So this gives us a lot of confidence that once we have the thought, the good karma is already existing. When Buddha was alive, there was a very rich person, Anathapindika. He loves to help out the poor. He's always donating and helping people. One time his friend told him there is a Shakyamuni Buddha. He went to visit the Buddha and he was in awe. And then he immediately said to Buddha, Buddha, I need to build a temple for you to expound the Dharma. He looked around the city, found this beautiful garden of Prince Jiva. He asked Prince Jiva, I want to build a wonderful temple for the Buddha to expound the Dharma. Can you please sell me this garden? The prince didn't want to, so he made it very hard on him. He said, sure, I will sell it to you only if you can pay the ground with gold coins. Anathapindika said, sure, I am going to do that. Thank you for selling it to me. Nobody believed in him, but he was determined to build this temple for Buddha. Buddha's disciple, Shariputra, heard the whole thing, and he said to Anathapindika, because of your sincere vow of building the temple, even before the temple is built, your kingdom in the heaven is already built. As you can see, the result is already happening as your bodhi resolve is already having the thought. And sure enough, Anathapindika used all his money, paved the ground of this garden with gold coins. And that's the most important place where Buddha expounded the Dharma. So as you can see, the karma is very powerful when our thoughts, our intention is powerful. Number 3, these karmic seeds, they have continuity. Like a torrential waterfall. It never stops. It's always changing. It's constantly moving. So our karma is cumulative. From lifetimes of good deeds and bad deeds, it's like we store in the bank. We store good karma, we store bad karma. And when the time is right, we will have retribution. So this is telling us that every one of our thoughts is very important. It's cumulative. That's why repetition is so important. When we repeat chanting the name Amitabha or do any kind of spiritual practice, if we repeat it every day, then it's very powerful. The merit that we make is cumulative because this waterfall continues and carries our karma. Good deeds and bad deeds, they never go in vain, and they will have the fruition at the right time. Number 4, karma is definitive in nature. They have definite nature. For example, good thoughts, it's good cause, will always bring you good karma. It will not bring you bad karma. Bad thoughts, bad deeds will always bring you suffering and disasters. So have confidence in karma, even though you do not see the good things happening in your life, because you cannot see prior lifetimes. Sometimes we do a lot of cultivation, but bad things keep happening. So do not lose faith in the karma. For example, some people as a practitioner, they have great compassion for animals, start being vegetarian, but the more they become vegetarian, the sicker they are or have a lot of problems in their body. So start losing faith in karma. But you have to know, being a vegetarian is a good deed. It's great compassion, supposed to bring you good health. That is definite. So right now, the bad health is only from the karmic seed of prior lives. We did a lot of bad deeds, anger or killing. That's why we have sickness this lifetime. But it's definitely not from the good deeds we're doing right now. So have faith in karma. The nature of wholesomeness and unwholesomeness is definitive in nature. Number 5, karma is dependent on multiple conditions in order for it to come into a volitional activity. For example, in order for our eyes to see, we need 9 conditions. We need lights in order to see. We need space We cannot be so close. We won't be able to see anything. We also need the eye organ. We need to have a visible form to look at. We also need the attention, mental factor in order to focus on what to see. We also need the sixth consciousness, our thinking mind. We need the seventh consciousness, our manas, the ego consciousness. We need the whole storehouse, the alaya consciousness. And lastly, we need the seeds of I consciousness. So in order to see, we need all 9 conditions to exist. Karma depends on when the conditions are right. Then we have different kind of karma. So we want to change our lives now. What do? We change our conditions. If you want to be wealthy, you need to change your conditions. You need to work hard, you need to start doing business. Most importantly, you gotta start give offerings. The karma of wealthiness is from your generosity. That's what brings you good fortune. So change your conditions and change your life. And if you want to be healthy, you change the conditions. Not just eating well, having good mood, be happy. Not just that, but the key, the karma of being healthy is to take care of others, to help others have well-being. Then that will bring yourself good health and well-being. If you want to be intelligent, have wisdom, not only you have to learn more into study, but teaching other good wisdom, good knowledge, then you will be smart yourself. So everything is because of our cause, condition, we have the effect. Lastly, the seeds, they are self-arising fruitions. Every cause have the corresponding fruition. For example, you take care of others, you will have good health. Generosity, you get wealth. The cause and the fruition, they will not mismatch. Our karma is usually not perfect because when we're doing the karma, we have all kinds of different seeds. That's why we have all kinds of mixed karma. Okay, for example, some people, they're very healthy, but they are very poor. Some people, they're very rich, but they are not smart. So some people are smart, but extremely poor. We all have imperfect karma, and karma is always one-on-one. So health and intelligence is different seeds, different karma. You will not mix them up. As you can see, karma is very complex, but it's definite. Yogacara school of Buddhism is teaching us that all is based on our thoughts. The way we think, it changes our life, it changes our karma, it changes our destiny. So have confidence in karma. There's nothing you cannot change. If there's something you don't like about your life, you just understand the meaning of the seeds and change these bitches stored in your Laya consciousness. Right now, at this moment, when you're alive and you know the teaching, there's nothing you cannot change. Whatever you want can manifest because they are all from our karmic seeds. So this is the class for today. Hope everybody will use this class to transform our life for the better. If you want to go to the Pure Land, you chant Amitabha wholeheartedly, you have the cause, you'll definitely get the result. So everything is possible if we really work at it and understand the power of our mind. So that's the class for today. Thank you so much for listening. Amitabha.